Please be seated. Good afternoon. I'm Joe Scartelli. I am the Interim Vice Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. On behalf of Radford University, I am pleased to convene and welcome you to the 2016 Winter Commencement Ceremony. I begin with the introduction of the platform party. First, Radford University's 7th President, Dr. Brian O. Hemphill. From our Board of Visitors, Dr. Rachel Folks from Abingdon, Virginia. Next, our university's Vice Presidents. Richard Alvarez, Chief Financial Officer and Vice President for Finance and Administration. Danny Kemp, Chief Information Officer and Vice President for Information Technology. Joe Carpenter, Vice President for University Relations and Chief Communications Officer. Dr. Irvin Clark, Interim Vice President for Student Affairs. Melissa Wolstein, Vice President for Advancement. And Kitty McCarthy, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Also on stage are our two deans for this afternoon, Dr. Catherine Hawkins, Dean of the College of Humanities and Behavioral Sciences, and Professor Margaret Devaney, Dean of the College of Visual and Performing Arts. Also on our stage, Faculty Senate President Dr. Carter Turner, Student Government Association President Jacinda Jones, our vocalist for this ceremony, Ms. Kayla Curry, and our mace bearer, Professor Carl Lefko. Also on our stage are some of our esteemed faculty members. Would you please stand? Now I ask you to please stand for the posting of the colors and the singing of our national anthem by our vocalist, Kayla Curry.
Present, on. Order, on. Mark time, mark. Color, start. Forward, mark.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glow, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now we're off. There you go, buddy. Please be seated. We will now hear remarks from Dr. Carter Turner, President of the Faculty Senate and Professor of Philosophy and Religious Studies in our College of Humanities and Behavioral Sciences. Dr. Turner is also a non-voting advisory member and representing our faculty to our Board of Visitors. Following Dr. Turner, we will hear remarks from Ms. Jacinta, Student Government Association. Dr. Turner.
On behalf of the faculty, it is my privilege and honor to congratulate you on this very important milestone. You are college graduates. Let me say that again. You are college graduates. Graduating college is no easy feat. Let's put this into context. In order to graduate from Radford, you took and passed roughly 40 classes. That's nearly 1,700 hours of class time, minus a few hours that you might have skipped along the way. It's approximately 200 exams or papers that you've completed during your time here. 200 exams. You've read scores of books and articles, spent many, many hours studying, all to get you to this point. You should be very proud of your accomplishment. It wasn't easy, but you did it, and I applaud you. No matter how you slice it, graduating college is largely a matter of grit. You need some natural talent and smarts, sure, but college ultimately tests your commitment, your tenacity, your ability to stay on course even through tough times and challenges. I remind you of this because it's in this way that college best prepares us for life. That same resolve and determination that propelled you through your programs here is what will propel you through the curveballs, challenges, disappointments, and setbacks that life delivers. Now, don't get me wrong, life is full of joy and beauty and opportunity too, but there's no avoiding the difficult times. That's life, as they say. If there is one bit of advice that I have for you as you transition to life post-Radford, it's this: never, ever, ever quit believing that you can alter the course of your own lives. Whether it's you through faith, or your family, or you going alone, never lose the self-empowerment to make the life that you want for yourself. We all know people that lack self-empowerment, people who desperately want change but never actually bring it about because they're frozen by the obstacles that loom ahead. They've become powerless and have lost much of the zest that life brings. Whether you want to get in shape, run a marathon, quit smoking, write a book, learn a musical instrument, run for office, pursue a graduate degree, or simply improve your relationships, never quit believing that you can bring these changes about. Believing that you can alter the course of your life is the most important and necessary ingredient to actually doing so. So once again, congratulations on all the hard work that led you to this day. Take pride in your efforts and know that you have the determination to face anything that life throws your way. You're ready. It's time to launch. Live it up.
Thank you, Dr. Turner and Dr. Scartelli. Good afternoon, and congratulations to the class of 2016. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the family members and friends of our graduates. Throughout our college careers, this is one of the days we look forward to, yet dread at the same time. It's time to face what we all know as the real world. But I'm not going to touch on that today. Instead, let's take a trip down memory lane. Graduates, as you sit in your seats, you'll be remembering all the good times you shared with your friends, all the people you met, and the experiences you gained while attending Radford University. Your story may be tailored a little differently than the person sitting next to you, but we all share similar experiences. Remember the times you pulled an all-nighter to finish a paper that was due the next morning? And at the same time telling yourself, I'm going to stop procrastinating, and next semester I'll get my work done ahead of time. But we all know what really happened. Remember the late nights spent in Young Hall, Kyle Hall, the Bonnie, and even the library trying to finish assignments. Now, your experiences at Radford University were not all academic. Many of you were involved in different clubs and organizations, Greek life, athletic teams, and the list goes on. And think about the changes you have experienced during your time here at Radford University, including the completion of the Recreation and Wellness Center, the Center for the Sciences, and the College of Humanities and Behavioral Sciences. We cannot forget one of the most exciting times, welcoming Radford University's 7th president, Dr. Brian O. Hemphill. As you sit in your seat today, you can finally relax because all your hard work and no sleep has paid off. The school years are packed with many memories. Here at Radford University, we have all made wonderful friends. And years from now, maybe even decades from now, we'll remember all the stupid things we did in college, the friends and even best friends we made. No matter what step or journey you take in life after this point, please know that you'll always have these memories and bonds with these people that will last a lifetime. We are all Highlanders and one big family. Remember, no matter what, you'll always have a home here at Radford University. Congratulations to the class of 2016. Thank you.
Thank you. This is one of the most important and joyous days in the life of a university. All of us are here for one very special reason, to recognize and honor the Radford University class of 2016. At this time, I would like to recognize those graduates who exemplify the best of Radford University. These young scholars have worked very hard for this recognition, not only from Radford, but also from National Honor Societies. Those of you who are graduating cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude, Latin honors, those who are graduating with distinction, and those who are receiving Honor Society recognition, please stand and be recognized. Last night, the College of Graduate Studies and Research held its winter commencement and hooding ceremony with Dean Dennis Grady presiding. The Graduate College offers challenging, accredited, and flexible programs to help students earn doctorates, master's, or educational specialist degrees by putting theory into practice, developing competencies, skills, and confidence through hands-on experience and real-world applications. Now it is my privilege to move on to the portion of today's ceremony in which the university will award the undergraduate degrees. I invite to the podium Radford University President, Dr. Brian O. Hemphill. And now, will the candidates for graduation in the Radford University class of 2016 please rise and remain standing. President Hemphill, I nominate these candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Science.
Dr. Scartelli, by the authority vested in me by the Radford University Board of Visitors as president, I hereby formally confer upon, together with their fellows in absentia, and certify having successfully completed the prescribed requirements for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelors of Science degrees for which they're eligible. Accordingly, you are invested with all of the privileges and responsibilities appropriate to that degree, and at this moment become alumni of Radford University. One more thing. Now, it is customary that you move your tassels from the right to the left. You've earned your baccalaureate degree. Congratulations. Please be seated.
At this time, we will recognize graduates individually by college. Graduates, we ask that you stand and ascend to the stage one row at a time. Please watch the marshals who will provide guidance. We also ask that members of the audience remain seated throughout the ceremony. The photographer will be at the stage to record each special moment. And now, it is my privilege to recognize the Dean of the College of Humanities and Behavioral Sciences, Dr. Catherine Hawkins.
At this time, I proudly invite the graduates in the College of Humanities and Behavioral Sciences to please come forward and be recognized individually. Graduates from the college develop critical competencies and habits of mind that serve them well throughout their academic and professional lives, as well as in their personal lives as productive citizens.
Lucas W. Picard. Michael Lee Cook. Nolan M. Kelly. Ashley N. Brown. Andrea Sutherland. Ashley Frances Melton. Nathan Isaiah Johnson. Ariane Elise Jaffe. Maggie Lee Deacon. Rihanna Marie Ham.
Matt, slow it down.
Carmel Kobe. Jamal U. Robertson. Sierra M. Richardson. Nicholas Ethan LeMay. Zach Daniel McGraw. Timothy Robert Simmons. Sierra Dawn Daly. Timothy F. Farrell. Martha Jane Maddie Epperly. Kelly Michau. Rachel Elizabeth Pearson. Rachel Louise Scott. Brenna Michelle Fuller. Kelly Michelle Conlin. Brianna Hobbs. Sean Tyler Stanley. Melvin Douglas King. Lydia M. Johnson. Lisa Marie Sheffer. Robin Elizabeth Perkins. Joanna K. McGurk.
Last name is Abinajam.
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 Nicholas N. Abinajam. Ivan Darnell Wilson. Gwendolyn Berry. Hailey Keplinger. Christopher Ryan McLeod.
My hat.
You good? Frederick D. Patterson. Derek William Werner. Austin L. Martin. Danielle Laura Reed. Randy C. Carter. Latrice Montez Green. Kelly Watson. Lisa M. Garcia. David Lawrence Childress. Maria Ann Barish. Lorenzo Enrique Reyes. Curtis A. Spitzer. Logan Peter Smith. Stephen Cropley. Matthew Joseph Perry. Pedro P. Herrera. Kevin F. Amaya. Bianca Dickerson. Kelsey L. Boyd. Olivia D. Sheets. Tatiana Michelle Burgess. Taylor Elise Brock. Jordan Chandler Walkup. Kiana Chappelle. Lee Edward Stevens. Nia Chaleas. Tamika M. Freeman.
But it's Justin Alexander Skinner.
What's last name?
Skinner. Justin Alexander Skinner.
Justin Alexander Skinner.
Gian Vidal Brown.
Gian Vidal Brown. Haley D. Bostic. Hannah Levi. Zachary Alexander Adorno. Rachel Nicole George. Just fine.
Thank you, sir.
Ray Jose Golan Guidas.
Megan Leanne Ayer. Monica Lee Glatz. Go ahead. Go ahead. Laura Catherine Williams. Taylor Renee Clifton. Timothy Van Thomas Jr. Kiana S. Mizell. Darcy Carolyn Anderson.
Thank you.
Christian Blake Four. Joel Stocker Willis. Tonya L. Brooks. Kyle Lewis Benjamin. Elena Gilmer. Emily A. Shoemaker. Teresa R. Pelonero.
William Monroe Ratliff. Rachel Catherine Smith. Amanda B. Childress. Shelby Brooke Butler. Claudia Carolina Perez Cáceres. Sierra Christine Naff. Carly Lynn Farrell. Shelby Mae Blankenship. Ryan O'Connor Warren.
Thank you.
Jenna Megan Hall. Natasha H. Cook. Jacqueline Michelle Grisham. Allison Rich. Michael J. Campbell. Selah Nicole Reynolds. Kayla Marie Long. Amanda Barcellos Ferrari Salsa. Courtney J. Corrier. Michelle Ann Vire. Tiffany Michelle Beckmeyer.
Thank you so much.
Sean Patrick Briggs. James R. Pointer. Harrison Lee Mern. Brianna Marie Hampton. Sarah Lynn Alley. Jessica Lee Irvin, sorry. Shannon LaFawn Riley. Ryan Patrick Gaffney. Brooks Devin Richardson.
Jenna.
What?
Jenna.
Okay. Jenna Ray Perry. Ashton Marshall Birdsong. Cabrina Leanne Lafonte. Kirsten Nicole Guy. Ashley Renee Harris. Haley D. Underwood.
Is that it? Looks like it's it. I did a good job counting. Okay, we sit down.
Keep rising.
Congratulations, graduates. It is now my privilege to bring to the podium the Dean of the College of Visual and Performing Arts, Professor Margaret Devaney.
It is my honor to invite the graduates of the College of Visual and Performing Arts to please come forward and be recognized individually. Preparing students as professional artists, performers, designers, teachers, and therapists, our college also provides an outstanding cultural and artistic environment for our campus and the community of Southwest Virginia.
Highland. Highland Page Coleman. Danelle Nicole Glumsick. Tanya Lee Gardner. Harold D. Bailey. Dominique A. Havens. Antoinette Alicia Tortorici. Jonathan Daniel Stutz. Upstairs. Adam Lee Roby. Alan Dean Harcourt. Heather Bradley Keplinger. Maya L. Garzon. Jada Ali Lomax. Catherine Bay Baltz. Brandon S. Duncan. Chelsea Roberta Wood. Kelsey Ann Parcel. Michael Scott Ford. Savannah Renee McBride. Caitlin Cena Fields. Ariel Lilly. Casey Ellen Hare. Logan Michael Nordstrom. Ryan Thomas Owens. Guillermo Ziegler.
Congratulations, graduates. Thank you. It is now my sincere honor to recognize the president of Radford University, Dr. Brian O. Hemphill.
Let me begin by saying congratulations to each of you once again. As your president and as a lifelong educator, commencement is one of the most rewarding times for me personally. It is a time when the hard work and the pride of so many is evident on the faces of our graduates and their families. Just look at our family smiling right over here. Look at them. Smiling, yes. So graduates, as each of you contemplates the unique journey ahead, I would like for you to think not only about the vital role that you will play in society, but most importantly, in the communities that you call home. Throughout your personal and professional lives, you will have an opportunity to meet a diverse cross-section of humanity. And I'm confident that the world will find in you what they find in so many Highlanders: a dedicated pursuit of lifelong learning, an unwavering champion of social justice, and an unparalleled drive for discovery and innovation, and an immense passion for the betterment of mankind. Your Radford education developed your ability I guess it is this one. Your Radford education, excuse me guys, I'm gonna move to the other. You have to adjust, right? You have to adjust. Your Radford education developed your ability to listen with a critical ear and think with an open mind. It prepared not only to self and family, but to those in need. I'm confident that you will take your Radford values with you on the journey ahead. I urge you to continue to make education a lifelong pursuit. Update your knowledge base and stay current in today's fast-paced, ever-changing, and global community. Contribute more meaningfully in your roles as parents, partners, and community leaders. I know that this group of graduates has the potential to not only meet these expectations, but to exceed them. The great discoveries will be made by you. The foundation for a better society begins with you. So as your membership in the Radford family evolves with today's transition from student to alumni, my hope is that your pride will continue to grow. Please know, like everyone here today, I'm immensely proud of you and know that you're ready for the challenges that are set before you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Now, I'd like for you to please join me in expressing a genuine sense of gratitude for a group of very special people. For several semesters now, they've worked closely with you in your pursuits of a college degree here on the campus of Radford University. They welcomed you into the classrooms. They shared their knowledge. They challenged you. They invested in you. Please join me in giving a warm and hearty round of applause for the efforts of your dedicated and outstanding faculty that we have with us today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. May I also take this opportunity to express to all the parents, spouses, children, family, and friends the gratitude and appreciation that we feel for your loyalty and support over the years. I would ask all of our family and friends that are with us to please stand as you're able and be recognized so we can celebrate you. Please stand as you're able. Families. Thank you. So graduates, if you've expressed gratitude to your faculty, your parents, and loved ones, I ask that you also remember your alma mater, your many accomplishments achieved here, and the fond remembrances you experienced on this graduates of one of the finest universities in the country. Yes, yes indeed. Your degree from Radford University will take you far. It will take you as far as you want to go. Please take a moment and look around this room, graduates. Look around this room just 1 second. And I say to each of you that you're not alone. You're supported by family, friends, faculty, staff, and mentors. Remember, with this help, you must stay the course even during difficult times. I challenge each of you to see the world through fresh eyes. Allow yourself to live the rich and full life you're truly capable of with passion and clear purpose. God bless each of you, and go Highlanders. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you stand and join in the singing of our alma mater. Please remain standing while the platform party recesses. Platform party, and they will be followed by the graduates. We would also like to thank our marshals, our organist, Dr. Wayne Gallops, our vocalist, Kayla Curry, the Army ROTC Color Guard, and Dr. Tim Channel and the Radford University Highlanders Pipes and Drums for their participation today. Thank you.
Let the welkin ring. Here's our hearts and our fond allegiance. Honor so weak to you we bring. Praise your broad and your lofty aims. Your purpose never fail. Hail to thee, our alma mater. Hail, to the Radford spirit, give 3 cheers and then 1 cheer more. Let the praise of our